Today, I'm going to share with you how I make 6 figures a year while working only 4 hours a day. Hey guys, Abby Johnson here with Matterhorn Business Development. Let's dive right in. I know there's a big claim here in the title, and I'm not normally one for big claims or clickbait, but this is just the fact of my life right now. I'm with my son in the mornings. I drop him off at daycare at 1, and then it's time to rush home and get started working. Generally, by the time I get home, take care of the dog, sit down at my computer and all of that, it's usually around 1:30. I usually schedule my first calls at 1:30 and no sooner. Sometimes I can start working at 1:15, and then my son is in daycare till 5:30 and my husband picks him up. So they usually get home around 5:30. So I really have 1:30 to 5:30, 5 days a week to work. So that's 4 hours a day to make 6 figures. So I'm not just being like cool or cheeky here. This is just what I have to do out of necessity in my life right now. So I'm going to give you my top tips. I kind of sat down and thought about how am I able to do this? What's my mindset here? What are the things I'm focusing on to maximize these 4 hours each day? So before I get into the exact things and items of the video, I just want to say that if you're going to do a schedule like this, every minute counts. You need to be laser focused. You cannot be spending time tinkering on things or watching YouTube videos or spending time going over and over perfecting something. Obviously, whatever you do, you want to do of a good quality and standard, but you really need to maximize every single minute of your production time. So overall arching mindset here is you need to be laser focused for those 4 hours if you're doing a 4-hour day like me. So the first and most important thing is, of course, task management and project management. Personally, I use Asana. I know there are a ton of project management softwares out there. I'm just an Asana person. I've done a video or two about Asana, and Asana is what runs my life and makes sure that I'm doing what I need to do on a daily basis. I like looking in the calendar view and I can see, okay, what are the things that I need to get done today? So I set up recurring tasks for things like sending out my weekly newsletter or doing my profit first transfers, updating my statistics and MetaPulse, our channel sponsors, no coincidence there. Make sure you check them out for all things stats, managing your employees, all of those good things. Make sure you check out MetaPulse. All of these things that I do, I put as recurring tasks. And then if I have any other tasks I need to get done on top of those recurring ones, like something specifically for a client, I put them on and I schedule that on a day that I can see in my calendar has less workload. The second thing that helps me with working only 4 hours a day is software and automations. Now, there's so much software out there. Even for me, I'm basically a one-woman show, except for my amazing editor, Neil, who's on the channel with me. It's all on me right now. So for someone like me, I already have a bigger tech stack than I probably should, just because I have our group program on Kajabi, so I host my course there, but I use Zapier to connect all of these softwares. For example, if you go to our website and you want to book a free profit assessment with me, again, another shameless plug here, you can go do that. Automatically through Zapier, you get your confirmation emails, you get a confirmation text, you'll get reminder texts, you get a special email from me that has specific things I want you to do before our call. And I love this because the follow-up is automatic. The reminders are automatic. There's communication getting sent to someone right away, and I'm not manually having to do it. I just show up and I'm prepared for my sales call. There's a quick form to fill out, so I have a little bit of an idea of who I'm going to be talking to and their general situation. I can usually scope out their website. So all this is done because of that automation. Now, it does take time to set up that automation. I don't remember, maybe it took me 20 minutes to set up that particular automation. Someone could be faster if they're better at Zapier than I am. But with that 20 minutes, I have now saved myself, I don't know how many hours of manually sending reminders and personalized emails and such. So having the right software and the right automations is very key here for efficiency. And this is again where you need to keep in mind to not get off into the weeds, not go searching and researching every single software and every single course platform and every single calendar scheduling platform and whatever. Just get started, just go, just pick the one that looks right and fits your budget. There's a million reviews online. Just watch a quick review video and just go. You don't have time to think about all these things. By the way, I think I have 2 videos actually about my favorite apps. So just go check out those videos and just take my word for it. Okay, so the number 3 thing that I focus on in my 4 hours a day is every day I'm focusing on sales and delivery. You might have heard me say before that every business can be broken down into 4 pillars. That's marketing, sales, delivery, and management, which holds that all together. So marketing, you should have a marketing system that's just kind of set up and rolling. It might need monitoring, but my point here is I don't monitor it on a daily basis because I can go without monitoring it on a daily basis. It is not the number 1 priority. Sales, on the other hand, even though I'm holding up number 2, it is the number 1 priority because no sales equals no money equals no energy equals no company. So I'm focusing on sales every day. That may mean a sales call, but that also means following up with past leads. Pretty much every day I'm reaching out to someone. Maybe I haven't heard from them in a year, but I'm reaching out to them. Maybe I'm reaching out to a referral partner, but every day I'm looking at my sales lineup, which I have in Asana, and I'm looking at, okay, who do I need to reach out to? I also schedule on my Asana calendar when I talk to a prospect, I ask them, hey, when would be the best time for me to check in with you on this? And I schedule it in Asana for that date. And then delivery, I'm usually doing client calls every day. My client calls typically are an hour long, whether that's our weekly group call in our Adventure to Profit program or my one-on-one clients. I'm usually spending at least an hour, sometimes 2 hours a day on client calls, which can be really tricky. I've sometimes done 3 hours a day on client calls, which only gives me an hour for a breathing room in there. But of course, I need to take care of my clients. If I completely stop delivery, that defeats the whole purpose of my business. So sales keeps the engine running, and then delivery is the actual running of the engine. So those are the most important in the day. Management, again, this could happen on any other day. For example, typically I do my profit first transfers and updating my stats and MetaPulse on Fridays. Now, if I look ahead and I see that my Friday is really stacked with calls and that management time is going to go out the window, I'll adjust it. I'll do it on Thursday. Sometimes I do it on Monday and it just is what it is, but it's okay. The engine's not going to stop because I didn't do my profit first transfers or enter stats into the system. Now, once I have more employees under me, it's going to be a little more of a hard rule, but right now at this time in my life, it's just me. I'm working 4 hours a day. I have to be efficient and I have to look at the things that don't take priority and can drop off. Okay, and finally, I want to give a tip because in this day and age, you usually have to log into social media to work on your sales or marketing. I know I do that. I'm checking the stats on our videos, on our reels, and it's really easy to open Instagram and see, your best friend's dog wearing a goofy hat and want to see more of it. But you have to kind of put blinders on there. And especially with things like YouTube, ooh, this new Hormozy video looks great. I'm going to click on it and have it on in the background or whatever. My tip for you is to save your content consumption for an actual designated time in the day and don't spend your production time on content consumption. And I'm talking about content that's actually going to help you and improve your life or your business. So I'm not talking about keeping up with the Kardashians. I'm talking about if you're watching a YouTuber such as myself or any of the other amazing content creators out there that is really helping you and you have found use for their videos and their advice, don't watch that content or listen to that content in those 4 hours a day. What I do personally, because there is mentors I listen to or courses or masterminds that I'm a part of. So what I do with that content is I actually have it on while I'm doing different tasks around the house. So if I'm doing dishes or laundry, I have that on. Even for me, if I'm doing my makeup in the morning, which is rare that I get to do that with my son. Pretty much if I'm just doing some sort of chore around the house, I have on that content so that I am learning while I'm working and doing my house chores. So if you have a program you're a part of or a content creator who's really helping you with their information, try consuming that content during those times and multitask in that way. All right, I think this is a little bit longer than I planned, so thank you if you stuck around. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button. I would love to have you join the Matterhorn family and be a part of our little crew over here. If you're interested in increasing your profits and increasing your revenue, you can head to our website, book a free profit assessment with me. I'll show you what areas of your business you need to be focusing on, and we can see if we're a good fit for each other. I'll see you next time.